That seems kind of bright. Good morning, thriving warriors. I'm trying to adjust the light here. There we go. That might look a little bit more natural. Good morning. Today is Friday, June 9th, 2023, and it is 63 degrees today. The high is going to be 89. So a 26-degree temperature swing here in Pahrump, Kentucky. Big day here. Got a lot of things happening. Randy's unfortunately flying back to Texas. We've got meetings down in Vegas today. Got to deliver mail to the people. Have some important things happening. Opportunity to do great things. Another opportunity to do great things. So here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple: to help you get from point A to point B on your journey, where B is better. B is Successlandia. We'll leave Someday Isle, go to Successlandia. We're here to help you build the vessel to travel across the uncharted waters, metaphorical waters, the predictably unpredictable, often dangerous waters. We're going to help you build the boat and crew the boat. This is week 3, day 5 of our 4-week neuroscience course, a neuroscience-oriented approach to success. This is worldly success, and success for us is money times meaning and purpose. It's not just about money. It's not about having things. It's about meaning and purpose, where meaning means act such that everything you do matters, and purpose is service to others. Money times meaning and purpose equals success. If you have money but you don't have much meaning and purpose, you're not really successful. You're just somebody with a lot of money. So this is the after. This is what goes along with a life directed towards God's plan. Understanding and pursuing God's plan. This is after that. This is not instead of that, in front of that. It's after that. All right. How do we do it? Well, we do it through this podcast. But more importantly, this podcast is just kind of the tip of the iceberg for the stuff down below in the description. Please subscribe, share, click on the bell, like, thumbs up. You know the thing. Please do all that. So we get started with our cup of coffee. Good cracker. Bang. Coffee, pen, paper, because we need to write this stuff down. It's not about watching. It's about learning. It's about remembering. Because if you learn something and you don't remember it, that's pretty much the same as not learning it. So that's the Todd routine. Okay. We'll watch it. We'll turn it on and then go do other things, get the credit for turning it on, but not really absorbing it, learning it, taking anything from it. It's a little bit better than not doing it. A little bit better than, say, Matt. A little bit better than Matt. Diana is regularly here, and I don't know if she writes anything down, but so that would be at least the next level. And then there's the Charlene level, who generally is taking notes. So that's what we need to do. 4 minutes, time is racing. Let's get right into it. Seth Godin, one of the important things on here, the cat fight and the construction site. Cat fight construction site. We're quick to stop to see the car wreck, the billionaire having a meltdown, and the professional wrestlers pretending to be political leaders. But it often seems more difficult to take a moment to watch people building something that matters instead. We'll probably spend billions of dollars and millions of hours transfixed by media coverage of one disaster after another this year. What would happen if we watched Brian Stevenson, Nazanin Ash, or Jim Killoran build something instead? Not just watched, but actually helped. And then there's active links to those. So I'm going to have to check this out. What sells is drama, conflict, and emergencies. So that's what we get. What if we spent our attention on a different thing? What if we built something better? It's easy to imagine the culture is immutable and that we have no choice but to pander for attention. But in fact, the culture keeps changing. And when we shift from what we make and change to what we pay attention to, the culture follows. Good point. When we shift what we make and change, what we pay attention to. So instead of the disasters, focus on what we're building, i.e., kinship. Kinship, no peace, no kinship, no justice, no kinship, no equality. When we shift to kinship, the culture follows. All righty then. How about our fable, Travelers in the Purse? Two men were traveling in company along the road when one of them picked up a well-filled purse. How lucky I am, he said. I found a purse. Judging by its weight, it must be full of gold. Do not say, I have found a purse, said his companion. Say rather, we have found a purse, and how lucky we are. Travelers ought to share alike the fortunes or misfortunes of the road. No, no, replied the other angrily. I found it, and I'm going to keep it. Just then, they heard a shout of, Stop, thief! And looking around, saw a mob of people armed with clubs, probably pitchforks, coming down the road. The man who had found the purse fell into a panic. We are lost. If they find the purse on us, he cried. No, no, replied the other. You would not say we before, so now stick to your I. Say, I am lost. Moral of the story, cannot expect anyone to share our misfortunes unless we're willing to share our good fortune also. Okay, different time, different place. This goes back a couple, 3,000 years, 2,000 years. I say to you, you get what you pay for and you pay for what you get. Both men are selfish and deserve what they got. The finder's greed initially prevented him from sharing, and then his presumptuousness that the other would help out resulted in his being in hot water. The other's presumptiveness, i.e., we must share, immediately resulted in his not being in hot water, but revealed that he was as bad as his companion. That is, he wouldn't share his own good luck not being the target of the mob. Perhaps worse, because he both complained about the finder not sharing and then did the same thing. Both could have prevailed had they worked together. As Ben Franklin said, we must all hang together because surely we will all hang separately. All righty then. Prayer of the day, solidarity prayer. God in peace and justice, help us to change so that we work for a world that mirrors your wisdom. Give us the desire to act in solidarity so that the pillars of injustice crumble and those now crushed are set free. Amen. Kinship. I'm going to talk more about kinship next week. Kinship. All right, how are we doing? It is 8:36 in. Let's see. Charlene is there. Henry, Todd is there. And Diana is there. Anything you want to share? But for the rest of us, please imagine a boat that's going to take you from here, Someday Isle, to there, Successlandia. But you have to build the boat. You have to build the boat one step at a time. And then you have to get people to help you with the boat because the boat is too big for you to handle on your own. It's not a solitary voyage. It takes other people. And the four parts of the boat that we care about: sails, rudder, below deck, and the hull. And that matches the four parts of our program: the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. So the sails are like the physical part, like our body fitness and health. We need to take care of it. If we want to get there, they've got to maintain the sails. If they get a little tear in them, you don't take care of it, they're going to be gone. The rudder is the mental part: learning, remembering, and communicating. And that's on a boat that enables you to navigate to where you want to go. So you want to go there, but the wind is coming here. There's certain things you have to do because otherwise the wind will just push you there, or the current is going that way. You need to have a rudder system, so you need to learn, remember, and communicate. The below deck part, the galley, the beds, the storage, that's the emotional part. That's where we go, or on a boat, you go to stay warm when it's cold. You go to stay cool when it's hot. You go there to stay dry. You cook your food. That's where you can rest, relax, and rejuvenate. And then, of course, the most important part, the whole of the ship, which is the spirituality, the Christianity part. Jesus is the Messiah. Become a believer, because the boat, the whole of the ship, is what's going to keep you safe and enable you to get there. If everything else fails, but you have a good whole, you can hope, pray, do things, fix the boat, mend the boat, repair the boat, look for other people. You can keep going on the journey. So at 11:08 in, Charlene says kinship. Good. And let's get the two last morsels that we will scoop out of the sea. Ingest, digest, process. Diana says yesterday was the only easy day. Yes. You want to get from here to there. You want to move forward on your journey. Act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Guided by faith in God's graces. That's all we need. And Charlene, the last morsel, bang. If you're still here, God is not through with you yet. When is the journey over? The journey is over when we stop breathing, when our heart stops. And last but not least, I'm getting cut and cut, shalom and cut. So that is where we are. Have a nice day. Go out and make something happen.